A major announcement coming from the Nebraska governor's office, and it is already being met with criticism.
A deal is reached with the feds to use the work ethic camp in McCook, Nebraska as a future ICE detention facility. Homeland Security is already referring to it as the Cornhusker Clink.
But that's not all. KETV News Watch 7's Pete Cudahy is live in Lincoln with what kind of support Nebraska will be contributing. Pete?
Bill, Julie, we're learning that the facility will be used for immigration proceedings and also for deportations. We've also learned that 20 members of the Nebraska National Guard are going to be helping out local ICE members, and that the NSP has signed a deal to empower state troopers to help in ICE proceedings. Now, right now, I'm in State Senator George Duggan's office. Now, can you tell me, Senator Duggan, what were your first thoughts hearing this news?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm learning about this the way that everybody else is, which is really on the fly. My first thought is that I'm incredibly concerned, right? These kind of decisions being made quickly and without seemingly any consultation with the legislature when this very easily could involve state dollars is concerning. So, you know, I've already had constituents call me, reach out to me, email me, text me. A lot of people are worried, and I share a lot of those concerns.
Tell me what you're hearing from other senators right now.
I mean, the bulk of the concerns that I'm hearing is just what kind of effect this is going to have on the dollars this is going to cost everyday taxpayers. I mean, at the heart of it, immigration is a federal issue. And one thing that we know that I'm hearing from constituents across the board is that Congress has failed on immigration, and that's due in great part to President Trump intervening and stepping in and stopping bipartisan common sense immigration reform from happening. And so it's really concerning to see President Trump creating a problem and then our governor stepping up and trying to say, oh, we're going to fix this problem that was created by the federal government. So I just don't see how this is the Nebraska taxpayers' problem. And there's a lot of ambiguity at this point. I don't think a lot of people know exactly what this is going to look like, but there's a lot of concern.
And right now, the presser still hasn't begun yet, but we're hearing that the National Guard is going to be there, State Patrol, and NDCS. Can you tell me, what do you expect to hear from this?
Well, I would hope to hear a little bit of why Nebraska is going to be investing hard-earned Nebraska tax dollars onto these kind of things. And, you know, I anticipate hearing a little bit more about what their plan is. But again, what I've already heard from constituents as this news leaks out throughout the day is that they don't want to see our taxpayers going to this. We're already in a budget crisis. This next legislative session is going to be dominated by conversations of a budget shortfall yet again. And that's a self-inflicted budget shortfall. So while we're sitting here in the legislature talking about ways to make life a little bit easier or better for everyday Nebraskans, it seems a little bit tone deaf that at the same time we're going to be seeing state resources utilized in this manner. So I just think there's a lot of worry that my fellow senators have across the aisle about what this means for everyday Nebraskans and the effect it's going to have on the pocketbooks, and frankly, why this is not the federal problem that it actually is.
Senator, thank you for taking the time. We're still waiting for that presser to begin, but we'll have updates on KETV.com going forward the rest of the night. Back to you guys.
Pete. Thank you, Pete. Nebraska Appleseed is out with a response to the announcement. A statement from the Immigrants and Communities Program Director says, in part, what we need are modern immigration laws that recognize the strength and value that immigrant Nebraskans bring to the state, not a large-scale federal detention camp.